Hey guys, it's RobJ here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a HappyAnt product. This is the Empire series, and it basically consists of this glass large arena, and it also consists of a hexagon module that is expandable in 6 directions from the 4 directions of the main arena. So we're going to start with the nesting modules and then we'll move on to the arena towards the end. I'm putting them both in the same video simply because there's only 2 products at present and I wanted to show them working together. So basically this is like a moulded resin. I'm not 100% sure what it is made out of, but it's really solid and nice, and it basically is shaped into a hexagon with powerful magnets, 6 sides where you can have entrances and exits, etc. You can also water it from any of these entrances, and the middle has an insert, a cork insert, that you can have pre-drilled like this one here, or you can have it where it's no pre-drilled. So you'd get a pre-drilled design to let your ants move straight into when they're new. And then when they've outgrown one module, you would add a second module without a pre-drilled inside, and they would dig it out themselves, giving you a really good look into how they lay out their own chambers. And they would also make the chambers that they were running short on. To hydrate it, you use this needle. Now I must say, this is good and bad all at the same time. This is a real needle for injections. It is a sharp needle which will penetrate through the cap. So this is a must for any young ant keeper to have a parent do this part, or just parents be aware and to know it's okay. Well, basically this needle just pushes through any of the 6 entrances and you can inject water directly into your cork. Upon bringing it out, the hole is so minute that it made that there's no way any ant is going to be getting out of it. You do get a little bit of leakage, but that's not actually coming through the hole. It's actually from when you pressed it in, I accidentally pushed water out on the injection. So I just wanted to make that quite clear, that that is a real needle for injecting, and therefore it should be treated with a little bit of respect and extra care not to stab yourself. Moving into the rest of the product, as you can see it comes with a overlay lid. This is not translucent at all, it's made out of the same moulded material as the next one. It has magnets on it that corresponds to 3 corners. So this lid can only be placed in 3 directions, not 6, but it's got to line up with one of the 3 magnets that it corresponds to from the lid into the base. Talking of magnets, this is a modular magnetic set, and this uses very powerful magnets to attract itself to the other nest and the outworld. And when I say powerful, I mean powerful. You can't slide it either direction once it's connected because it uses a sort of locking system. The magnets pull it together, and then this little hexagon shaped inlet and lock either side of the magnets create a solid seal, and the seal between them is superb and no worries for any small species. It is simply a very powerful set of magnets, and the power is quite impressive, to be honest, because you could literally just pick them up and these aren't going to come loose when you've got ants in it. Because imagine this, with a couple of 100 ants in it, you know, if that suddenly came apart, they're going to rush out thinking it's an intruder. They don't understand that they're in a formicarium. So these powerful magnets are really quite impressive and really easy to use. You go from 1 nest to 2 nests so easily. and the robustness really makes, when you've got to move this, not hell. Imagine trying to move 4 or 5 of these up for cleaning. You know, you want to move them off a shelf or something. It'd be a nightmare if they kept detaching from each other. So I really like the strength. We're going to move on to the arena now, and we're going to start at the top and work our way down, as we do with all our outworld/arena reviews. So this is a glass arena. This is the first glass arena I've actually come across for myself. Yes, I have seen them, but I've never actually had one myself. This is more compact than the glass arenas I've seen in other shops, and its proportions are relatively really nice. The lid itself uses some powerful magnets, but not to the same extent that we're talking about on the floor. The lid is made out of glass, so it's got some hefty weight to it already. So the magnets only really need to line it up and hold it on. On top of that, the glass has 2 holes cut into it, where acrylic overlays are glued into place that have a laser cut air hole system that are so minute, small ants are not going to be able to pass through, but freely allows the air in and out. As well as that, I wouldn't say the lid is airtight around the edges anyway, so airflow is going to be good on this one. The lid itself has some weight to it, as I mentioned, but this only adds to the feeling of quality. I don't know what it is about weight and quality, but when you get a heavy product, some solid products like this, they really do feel high quality and like worth the money. Now, this Outworld is not cheap, but it is made with quite expensive materials, so it really depends on what you're willing to spend if this product suits you or not. And I don't normally mention price, but this was something that struck me that could be a downside, and it's the only downside I found. The material used, like I said, is some sort of moulded material, and it has like an effect of rock on the outside, and the inside is the same material. The whole base is one piece, with the glass glued into place. On the 2 front corners, it'll have 2 expansion ports, equaling a total of 4. Now these ports correspond to 4 holes on the inside of the Outworld. So if you were grouting this Outworld, you'd have to put some sort of like tube here, grout the Outworld, and then remove the tube so it's like a tunnel going down. But it just means a little bit more care has to be come with any sort of permanent insert. With this sort of solid quality though, and we're not talking about like a see-through acrylic on the bottom, I really wouldn't bother grouting it. I would add something along the lines of a sand or a soil. That would seem more appropriate here. As you can see, the magnets are even powerful enough to move the heavy glass outward. So, with it in practical use, how would we expand it from this point? Well, we could give the ants 2 entrances to the nest and add it this way. And you just carry on adding it up as you go along. You can join them from the other side, you have to just go 1 out, or you can just carry on honeycombing your way to the left or the right, or you can merge them round the front and together. And as you can see, these are solid once they're together and enable no accidental disconnections. I say I do like this product, and it is rather different from what you normally get. The materials used are not the most common. Acrylic is generally what we see everywhere nowadays, and it's the only moulded product I've ever come across that is being sort of mass produced, and the shop seems to be very good. Delivery took about a week, and it was really well packaged with air packs, bubble wrap and a solid cardboard box, and come with quite good instructions if you're a beginner. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.